Good morning, world. Hello, YouTube. I'm Slinned, and this is my world. In this series, I'm going to be showing you everything I have built in my Minecraft world. Before we get started, there's some things you should know. I'm a Twitch streamer that streams on average 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. My entire world was built in vanilla survival, on hard difficulty, 100% legitimate. That means no cheats, no gameplay mods, no exploits, or changing of game modes. In total, I have over 1,200 hours played on this world, all of which has been streamed live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Slinned. Go check it out. This world was created 9 months ago with the launch of 1.7.2. In this video, I will be showing you a brief overview of my world, focusing on where everything is in relation to each other, and in future videos in this series, I will be detailing individual areas, or builds, and discussing in detailed commentary what they are, how and why they were built, and what the future holds for them. Well, let's begin. We start pretty close to the middle of my world here. This is a tower I built on top of a Savannah Plateau mountain. Here you can see my dog Rar and one of my horses, Midnight Ramble. Let's head down the mountain, and I'll try to show you as best as I can where everything is as we travel around the world. This is my first YouTube video, so go easy on me. And yeah, that intro was scripted. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. But I'm going to be trying to talk as if I'm talking to an audience like I do when I stream, instead of reading a script. So here we go. There's the tower that we started in. It gives you a pretty good idea of the world around us. This is my house over here, what I actually consider to be my personal home. We're on top of a Savannah Plateau right now, but if we go down here, you can see there's an NPC village, and there's some extra buildings that I added myself. Right over here, where that dirt pillar is across the river, that's the world spawn. That's where I started at in this world. So I pretty much picked up right where we started and just started building stuff. This bridge here is the first structure I actually built, and that barn right there is the first barn, or the first building that I built. If we take a look around here, you can see that I've added quite a few things since then. Obviously, there's a wall there. That building there is a mine shaft. This is a horse speed station. In fact, let's go ahead and go through here and get some splash potion of speed. You can tell the buildings in this village that I added are significantly different in style, well, color palette I suppose, not style, to the buildings that were naturally spawned. And then this large building over here is actually my blacksmith. I'm going to travel in the east direction and try to show you everything to the east of us, and then I'll take you back to spawn and we'll go in the other direction. So there you can see that mountain. This is one of my favorite features of the world, and it's probably one of the reasons why I never traveled very far from spawn. I mean, with such beautiful terrain generation as that, there's not really a reason to go much further than where you start. But we did branch out. You can see I have flowing fields of wheat here, and that's probably the first wheat farm I had. But we also built, this is a fairly recent expansion, we built even more wheat fields over here. Here's a church, and the largest wheat field I've ever seen in Minecraft. It only took about 8 hours to make. There's something like 4,000 wheat plants here. I'm not sure how many exactly, but it's quite a bit. There's another village here. This one is entirely made by me, not naturally generated at all. Oh, there's rain. Well, that's gonna put a dampener on this video. I will be right back without rain. And we're back. Sorry about that. Where are you at? Come on, boy. So, This village was entirely made by me, not naturally generated, obviously. You can tell because it looks nothing like a naturally generated village. We have a cow farm, another barn, and a pretty large wall. I wouldn't say large, I'd say pretty long wall. It is pretty long. So this is the area to the east of my starter place, and this is pretty much everything in here. But we do have a little bit more to the north. I will take you guys over there. There's a mountain and a tunnel through the mountain, as well as some things on top of the mountain. So you can see the things on top of the mountain right there. I guess we will go on top of the mountain first, and then I'll show you the tunnel. There's the tunnel. Let's just take the tunnel first. You can tell I'm pretty prepared for this. I'm actually not at all prepared for this. I just have been procrastinating this video for so long that it's time to just do it. If it sucks, it sucks. If not, then that's cool too. So here's my mesa biome. This is where I gather all my hardened clay. In here, there is a sheep farm, as you can see down there. And this hardened clay has all pretty much been used already. We harvested this using a beacon, so it wasn't too bad to harvest it all. Wow, those sheep are loud. Anyways, currently this is just serving as a mass sheep farm, so not much to see there. Let's skedaddle out of here and get back on our horse, Midnight Ramble. Hey, Midnight Ramble, you're flying. Well then, we take our horse back through the tunnel. We can go up on top of the mountain. There's yet another village there. This one was actually just built last night. And I have not slept since the 7-hour stream that I recorded building that village in. It's not really much of a village though, it's about 3 houses. So let's head up on top of the mountain here. And you guys can just get a quick peek at this village. You can see just some small houses here and some... That's a cabin I built a while ago up at the top of the mountain. And there's the tower that we started on top of. This is just a mine shaft. So that's the third of the 3 villages I have on this side of the mountain here. Next up, we are going to go to the west side of our starter location of this mountain here. I don't know if that made any sense. We're going west though. So that's spawn right over there, and we're going to go to the other side of the mountain, which is to the west of us. There's my house again. There's the tower we started at. We're gonna go hit that horse speed potion stand again, because why not? Here's my main storage room and mine shaft. That mine shaft is actually closed now. We have a new mine shaft across the river, which is the one right there. Anyways, let's continue to the west, and I will show you guys the rest of the builds on that side of the mountain. Keep in mind, I'm just trying to show you a brief overview of where everything is in the world. This is a tunnel, by the way, if you didn't know that. This particular build that we're passing through right here is what I call my garrison. It was built before the castle was built, and it served as sort of like the fortification for this area, for the village on the other side, if you will, since we do have our tunnel passed through there. So, but now we have a castle right here, which means the garrison is kind of redundant. There's an upside down tower up there. I was asked to make a upside down tower, and there was a floating rock, so I just threw a simple tower together. It's actually the same exact design as these towers on the garrison. It's just upside down. I'm not very creative sometimes. There's a big statue of Rar. That's the Rar Memorial, to memorialize all the Rars that are not with us. This is Rar 8.0, so we remember the 7 Rars that are no longer here with this memorial. That is my Nether hub. It is an Aztec-style pyramid. We will go inside of the Nether later, and there's also an interior to the Nether hub inside the pyramid. But we'll check out the Nether later. At the end, we'll check out the Nether and the end world, where I have builds in both. This is my tree farm, or tree cathedral, as some people like to call it. This big thing over here, if you didn't guess, this is the castle. We can actually ride through it, and then we'll come back around. There's another exit, so This took a while to build. There's some houses in here. There will eventually be more. It's a work in progress. I really like the flags above it though. This is a tavern. It is not furnished. One day maybe. There's also flower pots up there that aren't flowering. But that's okay. We'll get to it. That's the marketplace. And here's our south gate. As we come out the south gate on the right hand side, you can see my stables. There are 23 horse stable stalls in there, as well as big corrals for the horses to free roam in. And my horse, Midnight Rambo, that I'm riding right now, even has his own stable stall right there. That's not important right now. Over here, this little unconnected thing that doesn't have a road leading to it yet, soon, is my Coliseum / horse speed test track. And the massive structure that you've all been wondering what it is, and probably being annoyed that I didn't start by talking about this thing. This is my end temple. The portal to the end is right underneath me right now. But first we have a giant dragon. Rawr! Which I like to roar at. I don't know why. There's the dragon egg. And the end portal is right down there, which we'll get to later. For now, let's continue. We head back this way towards the front of the castle. You have the glue factory over here, which is where I humanely dispose of horses, so I don't have to kill them. Conveniently located right next to the stables. And here's the bridge that you can see from the front of the castle that we chose not to take because we went through the castle. We're going to go around the back of the tree cathedral, and there is another tree farm back here. This is for the smaller trees. So the tree cathedral is for the 2x2 trees. This smaller building back here is for the single sapling planted trees, birch, acacia, and oak. Over there, before we head to the west, over there is my fast food franchise. It's Wilson's Build Your Own Pumpkin Pie Shop. Partially inspired by fast food companies, partially inspired by Build-A-Bear. Inside there are automated farms that harvest sugarcane and pumpkins, and chickens that lay eggs which are automatically collected. And you build your own pumpkin pies. Come on, Midnight Rambo, let's go. Inside of this giant netherrack square, which, by the way, is 256 by 256 blocks. At the very center is my witch farm. So 128 blocks from the very middle, in every direction, we lined it with netherrack. That was just to help us making a map and go caving underneath the ground there. As you can see, there are plenty of witches spawning. That is because it is daytime and there's no other place for witches to spawn at. If I leave my horse right here, we can go take a peek at the actual interior of the witch farm, since this is just the surface. Going down the ladder. We'll just call this Ladder Simulator 2014. We're going to climb back up this ladder too, mind you. Down here you can see that we actually went through the trouble of making a pretty nice room, and that's my slime farm. Adjacent to the witch farm, benefits from the same caving that we did for the witch farm. Very lucky to find a slime chunk that close to where the witch hut was. Well, I'm not sure if it was very lucky. I've seen like quad slime chunks before, so there's a 10% chance that a slime chunk will be, or that a chunk will be a slime chunk, so call it luck, call it just good odds. I'm not sure which. But if we continue west from here, mind you, we're already been traveling west, but we're gonna continue west. There's a flower farm. It's just set up in the swamp so that I can get blue orchids. There's more flower farms this way. We pass by a flower forest. So you'll see a couple of those really ugly looking redstone contraptions with lots of dirt. And there they are. It's my flower forest. We're not going to be looking at those because those are kind of ugly. I would rather show you the cool things in my world. We'll come back here one day and make those look pretty. But that day's not today. Or tomorrow. It's probably not until like next week at least. Here's my rainbow sheep farm. We'll quickly take a peek inside, And then I'm probably going to take you guys back to spawn, and I will show you a couple of the other things in my world. Alright? You can see there's redstone down there, and very loud sheep. Very rude of the sheep to be so loud, mind you. Silly sheep. Alright guys, I'm gonna head all the way back east. I will join you at spawn in just a moment. And we're back. I have bad news for you guys. I lied about going back to spawn. I apparently showed you pretty much everything I have in my overworld. Some things weren't shown, but we'll get to those in later videos, hopefully. We're back here at the Aztec Pyramid, which also is my nether hub. And we're going to go up to the top here and go into the nether. So now you will get a chance to see my nether. Those portals are wow. Hello, nether. I really despise the nether, so I actually made my nether hub look like the overworld, but don't be deceived, we are in the nether. That is not water, that is blue wool. And I hope I fooled you just for a moment. Ow. Crack goes my ankles. There's ponds down there. Again, blue wool. Anyways, we're not here to examine the nether hub. We're here to just show that we have another hub and go to other places in my world right now. So if we go through this tunnel in the nether hub, we could have taken a horse. I do have a stable in the nether, but we'll run. Some exercise is good for us, and we'll get some jumps in there too. I like going fast, and jumping makes you go fast. Speedy McSpeedy, woo! I don't know, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Slinned. Sometimes I play games. 360 no scope into the portal. Goodbye, nether. Oh, look at that wobbly chandelier. Shut up, Pigman, you have no friends. Alright, so this is another area in my world. We're kind of far away from everything else, which is why I didn't bother going there on foot. We're also in the middle of an ocean, so we could have taken a boat, but that would have taken a while. Anyways, I just want to give this a moment to load before I look down, but we're going to be looking down, and this is what I call my RAR memorial map. So I'm just going to give you a quick peek at it. I'll talk about this in detail later in another video, but for right now, there you go. Wow, the rain again. Well, we're going back into the nether, and we're going to head over to the end next. Or rather, first we're going to go check out the Wither Skeletons farm and Blaze farm, because that's the other thing in the nether, and then we're going to head over to the end. Alright, so if we continue down this tunnel, this is actually quite a long tunnel, but it will give you a chance to see just how far my nethers come. So we did build quite a bit of tunnel. Get some bombs going on there. Mind you, I am playing with my interface off right now, so that's why you can't see my hotbar or anything. I'll turn that on for you just real quick. I know where everything is on my hotbar anyway, so it's not really needed for me. But there you go. Just figured for showing things off, I might as well get rid of all the interface annoying things. Down there you can see the Wither Skeleton farm. It's not automated or redstoned or anything. I kind of shy away from automating too many things in Minecraft, as it really takes the fun out of the game for me. I know how to automate a lot of things, but I limit the things that I do automate so that there's still stuff for me to do. So I can take a break from doing whatever I want to do. There we have some stable stalls. Like I said, we have horses in the nether if we want to ride them. But not having everything automated lets me take a break from building and occasionally go hunt mobs or harvest wood, mine for diamonds, etc. You don't want to automate too many things or you limit the number of things that you have to do. So this Wither Skeleton area is part of a nether fortress, and we've just extended the area that can be spawned in out to the maximum amount. So every area is now 3 floors. Here you can see we have 3 floors with this big room. All of this area is spawnable by Wither Skeletons, but apparently none want to show off for us right now, so that's okay. And down here we have a little enchanting room set up right next to our double blaze spawner. I don't really like using this very much. I much rather go hunt mobs in the desert, but it's here in case we need it. It's not redstoned at all, it's just a passive funnel, and then there's glow chambers down here as well. Anyways, I've already gone into way too much detail about this one build, so let's get out of here and I will join you guys outside the end temple, and we'll go into the end. So I'll see you there. Alright guys, I am back, and so are you. Just a few seconds for you, but about 5 minutes for me, and we're right outside the end temple. You can see it's still raining. I couldn't be bothered waiting for the rain to stop, so we're going right into the end anyways. We're just going to pass by our dragon here. We'll leave Midnight Ramble and Rar here. Oh, I have my interface on. We'll get rid of that again. And we'll head down to the portal. In fact, we don't even have to take the staircase. We will just take the quick drop over here and drop right into the end. Loop. Crunch. Ow. If I put my interface back on, you can see we didn't actually take any fall damage. I got Feather Falling 4 boots on. If I didn't, I'd take half a heart though. It's not a very far drop, it's like 4 blocks. We're now in the end. The end is pretty well built up. This has been my latest project here. We have a storage room and stables. You just saw the storage room. This is the area that we teleport into, which is why there's a big obsidian square there. I can't actually change anything around that spot because it will get regenerated every time we zone into the end. Over, down, through this. Over, down. Wow, that's what a way of saying something. Through this hallway, though, there is the exit portal and the exit portal room. The exit portal is pretty well hidden, but you can see it right there. Put carpet on top of it so that only some spots are actually accessible. But that's the exit of the end. If we go back the opposite direction, we're going to head to an area that I call the Void Realm. It's not built yet, but that's my latest vision, my latest project that I've been working on. We have quite a bit of progress made on getting there, but the actual Void Realm itself is not even close to being started. So I'll show you what's done so far, and maybe if you like it, this has been what I've been working on mostly. Maybe if you like it, you can come join me while I'm actually building it and check me out building it live. But this right here is what I call the gateway to the Void Realm, as we leave the end portal area and take this bridge here, which will take us to the Void Realm. This was a lot of work to build. Alright, so as you can see under the bridge here, there are these weird inverted tower things. I'm not quite sure what you would call them. I've been calling them power conduits, and they're just my idea of the reason why the bridge is floating. And this redstone here is just for show and noise, apparently. But we also pulled the signal off of that redstone to randomize the lighting on those towers. As you can see, that sort of just flashes back and forth, and it's fairly random. I can't predict what it will do. This bridge is 550 blocks long, well 550 meters, and at the end of this bridge is where we're going to start working on the Void Realm. So this is the final thing I have to show you in my world, and after we get to the end here, I'll just show you the progress that I've made so far, and then we'll talk a little bit, and then that will be the video. So, not sure why these chunks are loading so slowly. It's probably because I'm recording in quite high FPS. And my hunger bar is probably not full either. I don't feel like I'm sprinting. Nom diddy nom nom. Well, there we go. Now we can sprint again. Get to the end of this bridge. It's a really long bridge. I wanted it to be really long. I wanted it to feel like it was a significant distance away. I think I achieved that. I don't mean to be spending so much time on this project, but since we are spending so much time in this particular area, just trying to get to the end of the bridge here, it's a good thing because this is the area that I'm mostly working on right now, and it's the area, if you watch this video right now, is the area you're most likely to see me streaming and working on live. So this is the first island in the Void Realm. There will be many islands in the Void Realm. It's going to be like a magical floating kingdom area. And you can see we're about a fifth way done building up this island. So not very much progress, but that's as far as I have right now. I'm just going to take us back to the other side of the bridge here. And, you know, with that nice big wall as our backdrop, whatever you want to call it, the gateway to the Void Realm, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit, and then I'll say goodbye. And that will be the end of the world tour so far. Alrighty, we're back at the start of the bridge here. And this is the gateway to the Void Realm. I just wanted to use this as a backdrop while I talk to you guys a little bit about the video, and say goodbye. So, for starters, this is a copy of my world. As I said earlier, I do stream every part of my world live on Twitch. So to make this video, I used a copy of the world. As such, I could have gone into creative. I could have showed you guys the world through a creative perspective, but I chose to show the world through the perspective that I played in. So riding around on my horse with my dog and playing in survival. As I stated also, I do stream on Twitch 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I encourage you guys to come check me out and chat with me and hang out with me as I build things one block at a time. My Twitch is just twitch.tv/Slinned. So feel free to come check me out there. You can also check me out on Twitter. I just have notifications of when I go live there, start streaming. So that's just twitter.com/Slinned. Pretty straightforward. My name's Slinned. I play games. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and now YouTube, all under the name Slinned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate the opportunity to share my world with you guys and share my creations with you. So thank you guys so much for watching and checking out my world. If you did enjoy my video and you are looking forward to those detailed videos of each individual build, be sure to subscribe and also leave me some comments. Give me some feedback. Let me know how bad you think my first YouTube video is. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, I suppose, or evening, or night, or morning, or whatever time it is for you when you watch this video. And I will catch you guys later. Peace. Good night, world.